Well, as emergencies go, the response to this Otago event so far looks like a bit of a success story. The forecasts were accurate and the authorities prepared. Our weather analyst Heather Keats has been looking at the response and at the numbers.
There's another long night ahead for Dunedin and surrounding areas. The Met Service has extended the red heavy rain warning until 11 o'clock tonight.
Things are going as well as they can do in the circumstances, but we can't control that water from the sky.
So far, the forecasting has been extremely accurate, with the messaging from both NIWA and the Met Service on point. This has been pivotal to allowing emergency services, council, civil defence and residents to prepare.
As a country, we're going to continue to be hit with these weather events. The reality of it is the way we respond. And I have to say that the response down here, like I said, has been gold standard.
One Dunedin Central weather station's recorded over 130 millimetres in the last 42 hours. That's just about twice their average amount of rain they get in October. And NIWA's Musselburgh station's been operational for over 100 years. From 9 a.m. yesterday till 9 a.m. this morning, they clocked 130.8 millimetres of rain. That was their wettest day in over a century. Now, these rainfall totals are by no means record-setting for the whole country. There are much wetter spots all over the place, but this persistent and relentless rain is falling in an area that's not used to it. The environment, the land, the infrastructure is not capable of absorbing such a heavy volume of water, and we're seeing the results. This satellite feed is from the last 12 hours. It shows the origin of the rain, warm, moisture-laden air being dragged down from the tropics, Fiji in fact, and channelled around the east of the country. The big low spinning out over the Tasman is then directing the moisture back over Otago in an easterly flow. The slow-moving front has no choice but to dump the rain before it hits the Alps. The very uncommon and unusual weather setup is the reason so much rain is already hit and so much more is yet to come. Up to another 60 millimetres is forecast tonight on top of what's already fallen.
Well, the water's got to go somewhere, so I'm hoping it's not going to sort of go down there and stop, then come back up this way.
There's a feed of water now flowing from the upper catchments into the river network and will continue over the coming days to travel downstream. So the same advice stands. Do not enter floodwaters, avoid river, low-lying areas near rivers, power and communication outages are likely, and just be alert.
Well, Heather is here with me now. Kia ora, Heather. So what's the latest forecast looking like for the region?
Well, the end is in sight, fortunately for residents. So a couple of hours left of that red severe heavy rain warning. So North Otago, Dunedin and coastal Clutha, 11 p.m. tonight is when that warning ends. Now, I've been watching the rain radar all day, and there has been a big reduction in the amount of rain and the widespread nature of that rain. However, it's about to ramp up again with the next rain band hitting from now on for the next couple of hours. Then, of course, you get the lag from that water. It's falling in the eastern hills, in those upper ranges. It then falls through the catchments into the river systems, and it takes a couple of days for it to flow out to sea. So there's still a couple of days of swollen rivers. There's inland Clutha and Southland. They've been under a heavy rain watch. That does end at 7 o'clock tonight. They haven't had quite the same level of rain, but that rain is spilling out into those regions as well.
So a rough few hours ahead, but what about tomorrow? How's that looking?
Much better. So Dunedin's looking at a much brighter day. Yes, there will still be showers, but nothing like what they've seen. Then on Sunday, it looks like it's going to be dry. The sun's out, which is great, but the focus tomorrow will then shift to the upper half of the North Island. Thunderstorms are forecast for pretty much everyone, and so that again is localised downpours and a very active afternoon and evening tomorrow for everyone in the upper half of the North Island.
A lot to stay across. Heather, thanks so much. We'll see you a little bit later on.